Morning folks, welcome back to another almost daily update at the MX5 Restorer. Well, it's definitely almost daily because yesterday, which was Friday, I forgot to do, well I didn't forget to do a video, I was just, we were extremely busy yesterday afternoon, which is quite often the case on a Friday because a lot of cars leave on Saturday and arrive on Saturday. So we had a really busy day trying to get a few cars finished off and ready to go out. But we managed to get it all done, and so what I'm going to do now is just go around and talk about today, which is Saturday morning. There won't be a lot to talk about because you know, most of the stuff's off the ramps. Most of the time we spend Saturday mornings doing kind of like a customer day, spend a lot of time with the customers, talking to them, whether they're dropping their cars off or picking them up. And we do the free inspections on Saturdays as well, which we do 3 of those every Saturday. So let's go in and find the guys. I know that Roy was fitting a roof yesterday and doing a lot of other bits and bobs, so he didn't get anything done on, swing it round, on DPE. That's pretty much exactly where it was last time. This one here, which was the one that was having the seals done and under seal, which Ashley was working on. Chris ended up cracking on with that while Ashley went on to something else. It's a bit what Fridays can be a bit like that sometimes. So that's nearly done. We need to just lacquer the colour there and then finish off the under seal. And then that one's ready to go. That's going Friday next week now, I believe. So yeah, that's that one. That's our courtesy car. That came back. Looking a bit tired now actually. We might have to spend some time on this. But trouble is we did it a few years ago. We kind of refurbished that car quite a lot. And then the trouble is you have to then be quite precious about it, which can put you in an awkward situation if it comes back and there's a bit of damage and you're in that situation of sort of blaming the customer and then making them have to pay for it. Whereas if we have the car where it's just okay, if it comes back with the odd mark on it, which it has done over the last few years, then we're not too bothered about it, you know. So it's a tricky one because obviously it's got our name on the side of it, so we do want it to look good, but at the moment it doesn't. Right, if I just swing you over to Ashley, because Ashley's actually performing one of our free inspections right now. Good morning, Ash. Right, so free inspections. We do 3 of these every Saturday, and as the name suggests, they are completely free. We check over the car in various ways. Perhaps Ashley can explain a little bit.
Basically, it's mainly, the main part of it is going over the rust areas on the MX5, checking all the sort of rust points, but it also goes over other things as well, like little mechanical things, checking all the fluid levels. We do the roof drains as well, and the seal drains, so they're all cleared out as well. So it's just generally checking it over and sort of giving a report, so that sort of generally the customer's got something to go on and knows, sort of can work out a plan of what to do and what needs to be. Sort of. I
mean, we do very much encourage the customer to be here while we do it, because what we'll do is we'll whether it be Ashley, Roy or Chris, or quite rarely myself these days. I've just realised I didn't turn the radio off. I'm going to go and do that now. Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike for that song that was playing earlier. Hang on a second. So yeah, so as I say, we quite like the customer to be here because we're always about being very honest and transparent about what we do here, hence the videos and everything else. So we will get the car up in the air, we'll check it over ourselves, fill out the report, and then invite the customer into the workshop and show them exactly what we found. And that way they go away having seen it themselves, and they'll know what needs to be done and in what order. And that's kind of what it's all about, really. What I might do is I might join you again, Ash, once you've got this up in the air, and maybe see some of the things you might have found. All right. Okay. See you in a bit. Let's go and see Roy. Grant's off today. Me and Chris alternate our Saturdays because we're the bosses and we're allowed to do that. Roy, I can't swing the camera around right now. bit of builder cleavage there.
Sorry, mate.
Cleaning duty.
Yeah. So I did get done yesterday.
Yeah. So this is one of the cars we've got for sale. So we're just giving that a clean. He cleaned most. Yes, yesterday was a bit of a cleaning day, wasn't it?
It was yesterday,
Yeah. All right.
yeah. It was.
And you fitted a roof. All right.
I did.
Have fun.
I will.
All right. What I'll do is I'll disappear for a minute, and well, for you it won't be a minute. It'll be a second. We'll come back and see Ashley once he's got this car up here. Maybe when he's kind of finished the inspection. See you in a second. Right. We're back. Okay, Ash. Talk us through your free inspection.
Right, so just general stuff really. This car's not actually, it's quite original. So what I found with this one is sort of like, it's things like it's a couple of service bits that need doing. The brake discs on the front are getting very thin. On the inner edge there's a lip worn, usually on the
Can you see that?
Make it better.
Not really. There we go. Yeah. Not happy.
Yeah, it needs the front brakes doing. Tyres are all sort of, the front ones are a little bit cracked, but the rear ones are like, yeah, not only are they low, but they're also very perishable sidewalls. They look quite old, so sort of not worth mentioning that they need doing. Then the rest of it is just general rust check over. So obviously when we're doing the inspection, it's about, we're not just checking over to see whether it passed an MOT, we're checking to see what issues are going to be down the line as well. So obviously it's, what we're looking at is trying to identify anything that's going to become a problem in a couple of years. So it's not just a case of you've got a rust hole here and then ignoring anything else. It's pointing out that you've got a bit of rust here. If you don't get that sorted, then that's going to become a problem. So on this, as I said, this car is quite isn't too bad. It's had a little bit of work on the bottom here before. So ideally it could sort of do with the lower section of the sill replacing. It's sort of gone a bit on the arch lip there as well. You can see it bulging between the spot welds, which would be trapped rust, sort of pushing its way out. It sort of gets to about there, and the rest of the arch is actually quite clean. So for future-proofing this car, it could do with the lower section doing. The inner sill, which is really the only part of it you can see behind here, is this lip. This actually looks really quite clean and solid. So that might be an indicator that the inner sill's good, but because it's been worked on before, generally when they've been worked on before, it's not a clear indicator, because the fact that you don't know if that's all been cleaned up and treated. You take that outer off and it could be all gone on the inside, so sort of a bit of a note with that. The other side is it's a bit worse. It's had a sort of large sill panel put on over here, sort of welded over the inner sill, so you can't really see what the inner sill lip's like. It's sort of bulged up to there. So you can see there's more rust here. The arch this side is better. It doesn't, sort of the rust sort of tapers out about there. But there's more rust on the back here and on the end plate as well.
Normally when they weld onto that lip, that's an indicator that the structural part inside wasn't good enough to weld to, so they welded onto the lip.
Yeah.
What's it like inside? On the back?
This side, it's sort of it's quite flaky here. I think
Yeah.
if you poke that, it probably you'd probably let that bit of breakaway and possibly there as well. So it's probably going to need this section rebuilding as well as the bottom of the end plate. There's a big rust flake halfway up there.
Oh.
So
Touch the camera. Oh yeah, not good there. Up there. Okay.
the other side is sort of this. I think this will probably just clean up this side, so it's not as bad. The end plate's good as well, that side. So.
All right. So your next step is to explain that to the customer as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Just repeat exactly what I said. I'll just play the video back to you.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we will see you. Well, it's bank holiday on Monday, so we won't be here. So it'll be Tuesday when I do another video.
And you got to come in and make a video. Just you.
Do I?
Just walk around the workshop on your own.
Ah, I've got decking to build. Have I moaned about the price of timber yet? Doing my head in. See you next time.